Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Zende is furious over Carter's theft, and Remy is planning to force Electra to leave Los Angeles. According to the bold and the beautiful, Brooke Logan and Rich Forrester were still arguing over whether Hope Logan should be held accountable for Carter Walton's takeover plot. Although Brooke was aware of Ridge's struggles, she requested that he not refer to her daughter as a bitch. Ridge acknowledged that his words were angry, but he still blamed Hope for entering Carter's thoughts, just like she had done with Liam Spencer and Thomas Forrester. Ridge believed that Hope's involvement in this coup was unacceptable and lacked faith in her. Despite his desire to avoid conflict with Brooke, Ridge persisted in accusing Hope of whispering in Carter's ear and leading him to take charge. Finally, Brooke said that given how Steffi Forrester had treated her daughter disrespectfully, it was understandable that Hope and Carter wanted to take charge. Ridge was horrified by Brooke's attempt to distort this and threatened to stop Hope once and for all no matter what. As they celebrated their victory at Forrester Creations, Hope encouraged Carter to take the CEO chair. Zende Forrester Dominguez, who had come to inquire about the situation, discovered that Carter had taken over as the company's leader. Zende was perplexed by such news, but he received updates on the situation from Carter and Hope. Zende was furious that Carter had stolen Forrester Creations, but Carter quickly defended himself. Hope backed Carter, pointing out that she wanted Zende to remain her primary designer, because hope for the future was being reinstituted. Zende had a lot of shocks to absorb after learning about Carter and Hope's romance. Will Spencer found it strange that Remy Price brought a pizza that Electra Forrester hadn't ordered in the Forrester salon during Thursday's episode. Will also found it strange that Remy ended up working in the same city as Electra, not too far from her workplace. Remy added that Hope was Will's cousin and emphasized that it was a small world. When Remy asked Will to clarify that their moms were sisters, he said that having a cousin usually works that way. Will continued to act rudely toward Remy and considered leaving. Since they were friends, Remy questioned whether seeing Electra would be problematic, but Will pretended to be preoccupied with their jobs. Remy was upset that Electra didn't want him there since she essentially agreed that she shouldn't be caught slacking off. Remy stated that he was only the pizza delivery man after claiming that Electra now worked for a major fashion brand. Before he left, Remy shot one final sour look. But when Will departed, Electra spoke up for Remy because she wanted Will to know him as well as she did. Will said that he had a bad feeling about Remy and wasn't quite convinced he could trust him. In the meantime, Remy opened his laptop's deepfake generator and got ready to remove clothes from Electra's photo. When Remy said that LA was bad for Electra, he appeared certain. Carter is tricked into reversing LLC by Eric's false health crisis? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Rich Forrester is already aware that it is too late to undo the LLC. For this reason, Rich continues to strive to be kind to Carter Walton. But Carter is turning down every option and compromise. Therefore, the Forrester family may need to use cunning to convince Carter to sign back ownership. Let's discuss one way the Forrester family may accomplish that aim as you continue reading. According to B&B Spoilers, Carter thought of naming himself as the LLC's manager. Carter gave Hope Logan Annika Noel the idea. Despite Carter's repeated misgivings, Hope would stop at nothing to achieve her goals. Hope's current goal is to reclaim her fashion brand and get even with Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Ridge also extended an olive branch to Carter when he confronted him. Carter filed the LLC filings in spite of that rejection. Carter then proceeded to Forrester Creations to meet with Ridge, Steffi, and Eric Forrester. Ridge attempted to persuade Carter to abandon the entire situation once more, saying that they could find answers. But Carter turned down all those offers of compromise. The fact that Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, had previously stated that nothing could be done regarding the LLC plan didn't help either. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forrester family will need to come up with a new plan because Carter has rejected all of the concessions. Carter declared that he would not be getting rid of Ridge, Steffi, or Eric. But it was before Ridge began referring to Hope as a nasty little bitch. Carter feels like it's them against the world and believes he is in love with Hope. Therefore, Carter will get even more enraged if Hope is the target of any disparaging remarks. Tricks and mind games are often not Eric's style. Eric though will be desperate. The very first design's fabric was cut by Eric. Eric takes this extremely personally, and he will not give up his business to Carter easily. Could Carter be coerced into undoing the LLC plan by Eric using his prior medical crises? Perhaps John Finnegan or Lee Finnegan will join in, bringing a fictitious dying Eric to the hospital. On his fictitious deathbed, Eric may be pleading with Carter to act morally. Eric will emerge from his hospital bed once Carter does, and then there will be repercussions. Will versus Remy, deepfake retaliation, and Zende's impossible position. Remy gives Will Spencer a horrible feeling. Additionally, Zende Forrester Dominguez was placed in an untenable situation by Carter Walton and Hope Logan. Rich Forrester and Brooke Logan are still arguing about Hope at Eric Forrester's house, according to the Thursday, December 12 BNB recap. Despite knowing that Ridge is in pain, Brooke has no right to call her daughter derogatory names. Ridge claims that he is only expressing the facts and that Hope is to blame. Like Thomas Forrester and Liam Spencer, Ridge believes that Carter will always be in therapy because of Hope. Hope is just in love, according to Brooke. Ridge acknowledges that his words were angry, but he maintains that Hope is unreliable. Ridge shouldn't have sided with Steffi, according to Brooke. Ridge acknowledges Steffi was mistaken. Hope is mistaken, nevertheless, to support Carter in the takeover. Ridge, have a seat. Ridge grasps Brooke's hands. This was a huge betrayal, but Ridge doesn't want them to fight. Ridge believes that Hope was at least partially responsible for this. Ridge informs Brooke that when she forced Thomas to leave the country, Hope pursued John Finnegan. Moving on, I recall the episode being slightly different. Ridge promises to permanently put an end to Hope. Hope pulls out the executive chair behind the CEO desk at Forrester Creations. Hope gestures for Carter to take a seat. Zende enters as Carter praises Hope for doing this with him. Zende wants to know what's happening since Pam Douglas is acting strangely, and there are rumors. Hope gestures to Carter while stating that Zende is examining the new head of Forrester Creations. Zende is perplexed. According to Zende, a Forrester must be in command. Carter claims that he is now in command and that the transaction is finalized. According to the recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter and Hope clarify that HFTF has already been re-established. Zende should remain the chief designer. According to Carter and Hope, Zende, who is also a Forrester, concurs that HFTF shouldn't have been eliminated. This is too much for Zende to handle. Additionally, Hope and Carter clarify that they are a relationship and address the lingerie issue. Zende is shocked that they took the business. Carter makes an effort to clarify that he is acting in the company's best interests. Zende believes Ridge is enraged. Hope claims that all the guilt is on her. When Will gets back to the stockroom, Remy and Electra Forrester are there. Will is curious as to why Remy is there. Remy delivered pizza, according to Electra. Having a familiar face from home makes Electra happy. Will finds it strange that Remy works for Hope's father and down the street. Will advises that they resume their job. Remy wants to know if Will's friendship with Electra bothers him. When Electra tries to mediate the situation, Will responds that he has no business being there. I just want to catch up with an old friend, says Remy. They can do it after work, Electra says. Saying he's only a pizza guy, Remy makes a guilt trip and walks away. Will claims he gets strange sensations from Remy after he departs. Will has no faith in Remy. Remy heads to his room in the meanwhile. Remy launches a deepfake application and begins altering Electra's pictures as he claims that LA is poor for her. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.